Alright champions, I was just about to put this impedance selector switch in. I noticed this little piece of plastic was about to fall out. Yep, it's loose. So that switch cannot be trusted anymore, and considering it's the impedance selector, it is kind of critical that we have a reliable switch there. These switches kind of suck at the best of times. They feel crunchy to use. Quite often you get loss of continuity between the contacts, and they've got a larger hole cutout than the average impedance selector switches, so you're kind of locked into using these if that's the type that the amplifier has. And I think the manufacturer knows that, so they charge like 80 bucks Australian or something ridiculous for them, like 60 to 80 bucks, something. I remember thinking, what the hell, when I looked at the price. So you've kind of got no choice but to use the same type again, regardless of them being kind of shitty. So that's what, unfortunately, we'll have to do in this case. So once the inner part of that switch starts breaking off, we really can't trust it anymore, and it is in a critical position. So here's the stock one on the left and the replacement on the right. That's one I had in stock. I always keep one of a lot of these things in stock at any given time, and then when I use it, I just chuck one on the next order. So I've always got a live order happening with many of my suppliers, and just leave it open until there's a part that actually I require, rather than just putting in stock. But I try to, because I'm ordering stuff from the States quite often, I try to order as much as I can in one go. You can see there the brand's the same, but they've decided on a hex nut there at some point, which is good. Means we can actually get on it and put some decent torque into it. It looks like glass reinforced plastic. And you can see there the thread is coarser on the new one, so the old nut's not compatible with the new one. They've revised it at some point, which could be tricky if you've got limited clearance in that area. If you've got something right up against it, like the jack's jammed right up against that switch, you may not have clearance with that new nut, so be aware of that if you're getting a replacement. This industry, mate, it's full of pitfalls like this, little showstoppers and just constant challenges to your sanity. So watch out for them before they occur. And guess what? Same switch on the same customer's other amplifier. I'm just putting it together, and I've flicked it back from the impedance I was using, and the guts fell out of it too. These are the shittest switches known to man. Look, how do they expect... you can see 3 of the 4 little pieces of plastic there that hold the terminal are broken off. How do they expect you to have any leverage on a tiny piece of plastic like that? Utter piles of shit. Don't use them. Bogner, Rivera, stop using them. They're shit. You turn them 6 times from the factory and they fall apart like this. And what's worse is the customer's on his way to pick it up because I said it's ready, and then something like this happens. Every job's like this these days. You're just spinning the wheels every day. It's not a good kind of busy. Busy, but everyone says, yeah, being busy is great, but this is not a good busy.